Hello and welcome to the OutPower Newscast. On this video we'll be talking about the London OutSystems user groups, the changes that will happen on the maps versions, and the OutSystems low-code school. We'll also check a couple of how-tos, and as it is usual, we go over the highlights from the OutSystems community. A new London OutSystems user group has been announced. The meetup will be on the 17th of March. This will be the first event of 2020 and will be with a special agenda. The objective will be to deliver a hands-on session about reactive web applications. During the session, you'll get a glimpse of how to get started with reactive web apps and build amazing end-user experiences, using state-of-the-art architecture to build the applications. In case you have a spare moment, why don't you come and check out the event? More information can be found on the link down below. Those who have done mobile application development in OutSystems understand the importance of being aware of the latest version of the mobile application build service. Taking that into consideration, these are the updates to the status of the maps versions during the month of March. The version 6.1 is the latest in the distribution, and it will run apps on Android from the 5.0 to the 10.0 and on iOS from the 11.0 to the 13.3 version. If you wish to read more about this topic, you can find the forum post at this page. Meet the 20 participants of the low-code school in Lisbon. They are the enthusiastic professionals that ramped up their skills by learning OutSystems. We wish them luck with their certification exams and hope to see them soon in our growing community. If you wish to learn more about the OutSystems low-code school, you can do that by following this link to the forum post. Next, we'll talk about an article on the OutSystems blog that has its focus on a recently announced training planner. The article mentions two key initiatives that we can use for support and to steer us throughout our growth as part of the OutSystems ecosystem. These are the training planner, which has been launched in open beta, and the opening of the product documentation to external contributions. After a brief introduction to the two initiatives, the article goes on explaining how we can make use of them and how they will help us on our journey with OutSystems. If you would like to read the article, you can find the blog post at the page below. Now let's go over to our hints and how-to segment. Let's start by mentioning a quick beginner guide that explains how we can upload an image with OutSystems. The how-to provides a small application that will be the end product of our guide, and all the steps that are necessary for us to be able to build an image upload and to be able to show the image that is stored in our system. If this is of your interest, you can reach the how-to at the page below. Next, we'll talk about an article from a community member, where he shares his experience of implementing an Azure/SAML 2.0 authentication system. He goes over what was necessary to be done to the login and logout from OutSystems to make sure that the integration was working correctly, and what could be the possible pitfalls when doing this. If you want to read more about his experience, you can reach the blog post at this page. Following hints and how-tos, let's see what has been happening on the Forge. Now talking about the Forge, after going through this week's deployments by the community members, we have the following picks. Next, let's jump over to the idea of the week. On the idea segment, what seems to have picked up the interest of the OutSystems community was a request to allow the autocomplete to pick up the values from a static entity when comparing to a foreign key of the same type. When we are in the expression editor and write an expression that compares a certain attribute to a foreign key that is a static entity, then when the autocomplete is activated, it could show the possible values for that static entity. If you wish to read more about this or just support the idea, you can reach it at the link below. With that, we wrap up today's edition of the newscast. Thank you very much for watching, and please join us on our next video for more OutSystems news by OutPower. Have a nice day.